Brace yourselves, everyone, because what we're about to say will shock you and make you question everything you thought you knew about reality TV. Spice. The fiery Jamaican dancehall diva just did the unimaginable by slapping Karlie Red on live TV. If you thought Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was dramatic before, this moment will. But why did Spice snap? What caused this crazy outburst that has left both fans and cast members in shock? Could it be the years of simmering tensions? Or was this slap just a sneak peek at something much darker? Perhaps it's time to find out if it's the last straw in the long-running feud between these two. You won't believe what's going to happen next, according to sources, because there's more to this story than just a slap. It's a web of betrayals, secrets, and explosive revelations that are about to come to light. Stay tuned because we have the inside scoop that no one else dares to share, and you won't want to miss Spice's explosive moment on live TV. Ladies and gentlemen, this wasn't just a slap. For those of you who are unaware, Spice, the notorious Jamaican dancehall artist, has been a force to be reckoned with in the music and entertainment industry for years. She is known for her unrepentant attitude, fierce independence, and, of course, her no-filter approach to life. However, if you thought this was just another, think again. What happened between Spice and Karlie Red is more than just a fight. It's a powder keg waiting to explode, and what we just witnessed is just the beginning. On the other hand, has been a regular fixture in the Atlanta scene and, of course, in the world of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Known for her quick wit, unpredictable personality, and her complicated relationships with some of the biggest names in the game, Spice has never shied away from controversy, whether it be her onstage antics, personal feuds, or the roller coaster of emotions that have come with being a public figure in the reality TV scene. This time, the drama was bigger than ever. Been, to put it mildly, strained. The tension between these two has been building for months, if not years. And it only took one offensive remark to blow things out of control. So, how did we get here? What happened behind the scenes that caused Spice to lose it? Why did Karlie end up in the crossfire? This is where things get interesting, and we're going to go into detail about the scandal. If we're talking about Spice and Karlie Red, we've got to start with the background. The animosity that has been simmering between them for far too long isn't just about what happened on that fateful day on live TV. Goes much deeper. Spice and Karlie have had a number of conflicts and arguments over the years, some of which have been broadcast in front of millions of viewers. However, what truly sets this situation apart is the complex history both women have in the industry. Spice has had her share of feuds on the show, but none more intense than the one with Karlie. These are not just small arguments or petty arguments. These are deep-seated problems. Those who may not be aware, Karlie Red has been connected too. A number of dramatic incidents ranging from her romantic relationships with men like Scrappy to in a world like Love and Hip Hop, where public drama is a currency. Spice is on a whole different level. She's not just the loudmouth in the room. She owns every single confrontation. Her reputation alone has kept her at the center of media attention for years. But with Karlie Spice, she found someone who wasn't afraid to challenge her. And that's where the real drama started. Spice, as we all know, doesn't take kindly to being disrespected. So when Karlie Red crossed Karlie, who was always quick with her words and her sharp tongue, made a comment about Spice's appearance, specifically about her appearance on stage. And let's just say it wasn't complimentary. According to some insider sources who, let's be honest, are always on the inside when it comes to these stories. It all began with a comment, a single little remark that no one thought would trigger what we saw on live television. But as they say, the smallest spark can set off a massive fire, loud and in your face. Now picture Spice's response when she learned that Karlie, of all people, was making fun of a woman whose entire career is based on her larger-than-life personality. Her unrepentant energy and her ability to command attention the moment she steps onto a stage. Let's just say Spice didn't take it lightly, but wait, this wasn't just any comment? Karlie, who is known for her feisty attitude and tendency to push buttons, didn't just make a casual remark. No, she dug deeper. And that's when Spice finally had enough. You could feel the tension in the room, and if you've seen the show, it was supposed to be just another day of filming another reality TV episode full of high drama, personal conflicts, and shocking revelations. But nobody anticipated what happened next. As Spice and Karlie sat across from each other, the conversation began to take a tense turn. You could sense the underlying frustration brewing between the two, each trying to hold back but knowing that at any moment it could all explode. And then it did. Spice launched into a tirade, lashing out at the insults flew, cutting deep. And what began as a heated verbal exchange swiftly turned into something much uglier. Then, as we all knew was coming but couldn't quite believe it, Spice slapped Karlie across the face. The sound of the slap reverberated through the room. Karlie wasn't backing down, though, because she wasn't going to let Spice have the last word without fighting back. That's where the real drama starts. Now, let's the aftermath, because, trust me, the slap wasn't the end of it. It wasn't just a brief moment of heat in the middle of a reality show recording. The audience was watching, the cameras were rolling, and for a brief moment, it seemed to stop. Spice had just crossed a line, but this wasn't just about a slap. It was a moment of pure, unbridled emotion. Anger, frustration, and years of pent-up rage were all released in one quick motion. Is much worse than you might anticipate. The fallout from this altercation was just getting started. Spice may have believed she was correct, and let's face it, once she gets into a zone, she doesn't exactly think things through. However, what happened after that slap was simply crazy. The immediate fallout was chaotic. And according to several sources we trust because we can't say who they are, Spice continued after that fateful moment. Spice didn't hold back on her post-slap commentary. You have to love a woman who is confident. Enough to the dramatist took to social media to post cryptic and fiery messages claiming that Spice had just set the stage for one of the biggest battles of their careers. We all know how Karlie works, so when she gets a camera on her and a microphone in her hand, it's game over. She might even give you a front row seat to the most chaotic drama ever seen on reality TV. But here's the thing, Karlie Red wasn't going to take that slap lying down. Oh no, she wasn't. She returned with a vengeance, and believe me when I say that she had no intention of letting Spice walk away. Interesting part, what are the show's producers thinking right now? Based on some behind-the-scenes rumors, let's face it, without some juicy details, where's the fun? The numbers have skyrocketed. Okay. And let's not act like they were unaware of the impending altercation. This is reality TV, after all. Okay. What's even more fascinating, though, is how the producers are promoting this drama by encouraging Spice and Karlie to put themselves in situations where the fireworks are just a matter of time before they explode. The audience, fans, and, let's face it, viewers who love this stuff are glued to their screens, eager to see what happens next. However, Spice may have just given Karlie the chance to make a comeback, and she's not just swinging for the fences. She's swinging for her career. Is a little reality check for everyone watching at home. And yes, you heard that right, Spice has been in the media. Can you imagine the chaos in the production meetings? Let's get Spice and Karlie together in order to create some tension. For years, Spice has been in the spotlight. It's pushing boundaries and creating waves. But now it seems like she is all about securing the bag by any means necessary. You may think that this slap was about Karlie Red, but it was actually a calculated power move, and Spice is playing the game well. She understands that in this world, being a talent alone is not enough. You also need to be a force to be reckoned with. And there's no better way to keep people talking than to put Karlie in her place in front of millions of viewers. Not to mention the public's reaction. Fans have been taking sides and analyzing every detail of that live TV moment on social media. The tweets have been unrelenting, with Spice fans adopting a queen mentality and saying things like, Spice had to do what she had to do. Karlie deserved that slap. Of course, there are also Karlie's devoted fans who are saying things like Spice is just bitter and can't handle Karlie's shine. This battle has officially turned into a cultural war, and no one is going to back down. That slap has become iconic. It's a moment that will be remembered as one of the most shocking, dramatic events in reality TV history. It's the kind of thing that will be played over and over on every gossip blog, YouTube channel, and Twitter feed for weeks to come. You can bet that memes featuring Spice's face photoshopped onto various images are already going viral. If this were a movie, that moment would have been the plot's turning point. The one that makes all the difference. But let's get back to the real question. What happens now? Will Spice's decision to slap Karlie on live TV be remembered as a turning point in her career, or will it backfire and result in a PR disaster? On the one hand, Spice may believe she has won. She is no longer just making waves in the music scene. She is now ruling the reality TV world. With this incident, Spice's brand has taken off, and her name is now on everyone's lips. People are talking about her more than her music, and let's face it, sometimes that's exactly what you need in the world of fame. Which is precisely what she perceives on the other side. Karlie Red may have more to lose, but this slap is different. It's not just a small argument. It's an attack on her character and her image. If Karlie can't recover, she could end up being relegated to the background of hip-hop and love in Atlanta. However, knowing Karlie, she won't take this lying down. Rather, she will use it to fuel her fire and return stronger because, after all, isn't that what reality TV is all about? As we approach the explosive aftermath of this whole Spice BS Karlie Red saga, everyone's question is simple. What happens after the slap on social media and the drama that has now reached fever pitch? Let me tell you, things are only going to get crazier from here. The fallout is just beginning, and there's still so much to see. The world is watching, and I can assure you that isn't over. We're only at the beginning, and we're about to witness one of the most jaw-dropping, unpredictable showdowns we've seen in years. More to discuss. First, let's talk about the legal mess that both Spice and Karlie may be entering. The slap in front of millions of people is bound to have legal ramifications. And here's the real tea. Imagine Spice, the fearless stage queen, now facing serious consequences for her on-air violence. We're not talking about petty threats and slaps here. It could be a real legal battle. What happens when someone slaps someone on national television? Oh, it won't be ignored. Lawyers will be calling, papers will be filed, and we may see Spice in court facing possible assault charges. However, the problem is that Spice is no stranger to controversy. She has spent years building her brand with some of the most viral moments in reality TV history. In this case, she may be treading very carefully, as if Karlie chooses to pursue legal action. It could become an epic media frenzy. And Spice's team will likely need to do everything in their power to ensure that this slap doesn't lead to Spice is a seasoned veteran in this industry and knowing exactly how to use the media to her advantage. So don't think for a second that she isn't ready to fight back. Now, let's talk about Karlie's next move. We've seen her play the victim card before, but with the entire world watching. She needs to play this one carefully, because if she were to take legal action, it would be perceived as an attempt to exact revenge on Spice for humiliating her on live TV, and let's face it, that's not exactly the best appearance. We can't say for sure, but one thing is certain. It is far from over. This is the kind of drama that keeps people talking, and Karlie knows exactly how to keep herself in the spotlight. Don't be surprised if we see her featured on the front page of every magazine again. She's no novice when it comes to handling drama. She's been in the reality TV game for a long time and knows how to turn a bad situation into a career boost. Gossip magazine and trending on social media, but the real aftermath is what happens to their careers. We know that Spice has already cemented her place in the spotlight. But what about Karlie? Will it help her career? Or will this huge scandal overshadow her? The truth is that we live in a world where negative publicity can be the best publicity. Take the Kardashians, who gained notoriety for a leaked sex tape. If that isn't an example of leveraging a scandal to further one's career, I don't know what Karlie is doing with this moment. Advantage? Well, we know that reality TV stars love. A good comeback and a scandal can make or break you. For Spice, this slap might be the ultimate power move that solidifies her status as the queen of reality TV. But for Karlie, it might be the ideal chance to change course. She could return stronger than ever, riding the wave of public interest in her drama with Spice. People love a redemption story. So if Karlie plays her cards right, she could emerge from this situation more popular than ever. What we've learned from this whole ordeal is that the foundation of reality TV is, let's break it down for you. Spice's slap on live TV is already a defining moment in her career. It's the kind of dramatic, jaw-dropping act that solidifies her place in reality TV history. Spice knows this better than anyone else, and she's using it to her advantage. However, Karlie is no slouch. She's been in the game long enough to know that sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, whether she chooses to play the long game or to confront Spice directly. One thing is for certain, she won't go down without a fight. That's the million-dollar question. Who will win this dramatic showdown, Spice or Karlie Red? The tension is high, and believe me, this story is far from over. We've only just begun. And the best part is that we get to sit back and watch it all unfold. Will Spice be the last person standing? Or will Karlie rise from the ashes like a phoenix and reclaim her throne? Only time will tell, but let's just say that we'll be here for every second of it. It's only going to get wilder from here, so tell me what you think. Who's at fault, Spice for her outburst or Karlie Red for pushing her to the brink? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. While you're at it, please hit the like button so that we can continue to provide you with the most amazing, jaw-dropping content on the internet. I promise you won't want to miss what we have coming next. So please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss another breaking news story like this one. This drama isn't going anywhere, so stay tuned for more explosive updates like commenting and sharing. Until the next time, stay wild and keep your eyes peeled because this saga is far from over. We're all about finding the truth, or at least making it look like we know what's going on.